Hello, and welcome to the Pagan Alliance Church Samhain for 2025. Now, if you've done Samhains in the past, you probably have seen the seance versions or the dumb supper versions. Basically, communing with the dead in either case. One, trying to communicate or feel their presence again, and in the other, just hanging out in a dumb supper. You're putting a place up for them as if they were still there, and having a meal as you would normally have, except a silent one. While those are traditional, I want us to focus on something a little bit different this time. And for this, you're going to need some supplies beforehand. The first supply you're going to need is anything that would lift your mood, make you happy, be it chocolate, or maybe you have a hot chocolate sitting there waiting for you, music, or a friend. Whatever could bolster your spirits if you get sad. And the reason you're going to need that is this year, once you get out a piece of paper and a pencil or a recorder, and I want you to think about those loved ones that if you were having a dumb supper, you would have invited, right? The people that you want to connect with from your past. And what I want you to do is to celebrate the changes that they made in you, right? The people in our lives have an impact on our lives. Sometimes in subtle ways and sometimes in not so subtle ways. So what I want you to do is to take the time, sit, relax, think of the interactions you had with this person, think of the changes that happened because of this person, the warmth that they gave you, the love that they gave you, the joy that you felt in their company. And during this time, you are most likely going to feel sadness at their passing. Now, for me, I believe we're all going to come back. So, to me, it's sadness for the moment, but knowing that there'll be another opportunity later on. And if you believe in an afterlife, where you're just going to go and hang out after you've died, then you'll go hang out with them at that point. So keep that in mind as you do this exercise, but know that sadness will most likely occur. And just as if you were doing a meditation and having stray thoughts come into your head, recognize the sadness, acknowledge it, realize its value and that it's reminding you of what's missing, and then let it pass. When someone passes, we always consider it to be a piece of us missing, right? A hole that's been created. And people will say, well, time will make it better. It doesn't make it better. What it does do is become just another part in a galaxy of our life. So time's not pushing it aside. It's not lessening the hole that's in there. It's just adding more richness around it. And the occasional new hole. But it becomes part of that galaxy of your life, of the path that you've taken, of all the experiences that you've had. And during that path is this person that you are going to honor tonight and try to remember tonight. And I want you to record what it was that they changed, or a great experience or experiences with this person that made you happy. I want you to write them down for a couple of reasons. One, it'll give you something to look back on when you miss the person. Two, if they're a family member, you will have something that can be passed down to your kids, your grandkids, etc., of someone that they may never have had the opportunity to know, right? If it's your parents, or let's say your grandparents, when your grandkids are around, they may not be. And anything you can write down now will let them know where they came from, what their family was like, what their extended family was like. And yes, it's only recording the good things, and that's okay. But think of that person, sit down, relax, get your pencil and paper. Now, don't write it as you're experiencing it. Be confident that you will remember it after the experience has been relived in your memory. And go through and relive that memory with that person. Push aside any sadness that might come up. Acknowledge it, but that's not where we're going. So set it aside. If it becomes impossible to do that, or it becomes too much, stop. Eat your chocolate, listen to your music, have your friend help you. If you have a group, then it might be appropriate to have only one or two people do this at a time while there's other people in the group that can make them feel better and until it's their turn. And just kind of make that change as you go through. But this will allow you to remember that person and take this time to see how your life changed by having them in your life. And I hope that once you're done with this and you've made your recording, that you will see that you too make an impact on the lives of people around you. And remember that as you go through each day. Now, I know this is short. I could take you through an entire meditation of doing this, but I think it's best for each person to find what gets them in that meditative state, to utilize that anytime they need it, to make it a part of their daily life that they can easily drop in and out of meditation. Not simple, not something everybody can do, but give it a shot. Look for something that's going to help you meditate. For some people, it's certain frequencies of music or certain frequencies of sound. And utilize that to help you get into the state that you need for this exercise. But again, you're just remembering what that person was like, remembering what it was like to be with that person, remembering things you might have done differently before you met that person, ways of things you might have looked at differently, things you might have seen from a different perspective before you met that person. And just write them all down. Record them for yourself. And when you're done, eat your chocolate, have your hot chocolate, go have some fun with your friends. Knowing that those memories are a part of you, they're now written down, so they'll always be available, easy for you to get a hold of, and easy for you to share with your family members in those situations. That's what I got for you this time. I want to thank you guys for joining the Pagan Alliance Church for Samhain, and I will talk to you all next Sabbath.